Good afternoon, everyone. It is day 45 of the Irish quarantine tunes. It's Cinco de Mayo, so Feliz Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to do a little bit of a theme about Mexico and Ireland today, so just, be warned. So I'm going to start out with a slew of jigs, 3 of them. We play these all the time, Mickey's and at the Brokaw, very sprightly, very fun. The first one is called the Connachtman's Rambles. Connacht is one of the 4 provinces of Ireland. It's up in the northwest. It includes Galway and Sligo, Leitrim, Mayo. I'm probably missing one. And let's see, the next one is called My Darling Asleep. It's quite lively, so I don't know if it's to wake up your darling or what, or she sleeps through it, or her, or him, or them, yeah. And the last one is called The Mug of Brown Ale. So it's an ode to, porter, stout, Guinness, the national drink of Ireland, besides whiskey, so, and poachine. Let me do a quick tune here. There we go. Some jigs for you to start the day. jigs to start the day. Let's see, the first one was the Connachtman's Rambles. The second one was My Darling Asleep. And the last one was called The Mug of Brown Ale. So today's show, I want to commemorate that it's Cinco de Mayo and the connections between Mexico and Ireland. The San Patricio, St. Patrick, say that again, San Patricio Brigade was during the Mexican-American War around 1848 to 1850. That was around the time of the famine and when there were many immigrants from Ireland who were here in the United States looking for work, and many of them joined the army and then ended up deserting and joining the Mexican side as the St. Patrick's Brigade, and were legendary and to this day very much appreciated and celebrated in Mexico. And several years ago, the Chieftains, Ireland's most famous and long-standing traditional band, recorded an entire album called San Patricio to commemorate the songs associated with that historical event. And it's a wonderful album and lots of good stuff. So I'll talk more about that in a minute. The shirt I'm wearing today, unfortunately, it's backwards because of a glitch on Facebook that I can't switch the image without it turning green. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. So it says La Jugarreta, which is an organization in Tepoztlan, Mexico. And La Jugarreta is the combination of two words, jugar, to play, and reta, which is kind of an informal way of saying, I challenge you. And they're a wonderful organization that works with youth and community and does wonderful work for the last, I think, about 19 years. Since on the back of the shirt it says 10 years, and I got the shirt in 2011, so if I did my math right. All right, I'll talk more about them in a minute. The next song is an old song that's associated with the Revolutionary War and even older in Ireland with the Wild Geese, who were the Irish men who were, when the clearances were happening during the Jacobite period, were given the option of either lifetime exile or to join the British Army. And so many of them had a difficult choice to make, and in this case, the man chooses to go into the army. This is a very old and well-known song, and many different versions. It's called Shul Arun, or in this case, Johnny Has Gone for a Soldier. Shul Arun is Irish, and it's a phrase that basically means go, my love, like go off, go to the army. So it's a very sad song. There's a wonderful version of Solas doing it with Karen Casey singing. We were super lucky to go see Karen Casey sing just a few months ago before all this started at the Memorial Union. All right, so Johnny Has Gone for a Soldier. Here I sit on yonder hill, who can blame me, cry my fill, every tear would turn a mill, Johnny has gone for a soldier, I sold my rock, I sold my reel, I even sold my spinning wheel, to buy my love a sword of steel. Johnny has gone for a soldier. Shul, shul, shul-a-roon. Me, oh my, I love him so. Only time will heal my woe. Johnny has gone for a soldier. Fife and drum he marched away, he would not heed what I did say, he'll not come back for many a day. Johnny has gone for a soldier, Oh my baby, oh my love, gone the rainbow, gone the dove. Your father was my one true love. Johnny has gone for a soldier. Dye my dress, I'll dye it red, and through the streets I'll beg for their bread. For the lad that I love from me has fled. Johnny has gone for a soldier. Shoo, shoo, shoo-la-roon. Me, oh my, I love him so. Only time will heal my woe. Johnny has gone for a soldier. So I could have tried to sing a whole chorus in Irish. I have the phonetic pronunciation, but I couldn't really figure out how to fit all those syllables in. It's basically something like shoo, shoo, shoo-la-roon, shoo go suckeragus, shoo go cune. Shul go di duras agus eile gloom, is go je to ma vornin slan. So that's the original Irish. They call this song a macaronic song, and what that means is that it mixes languages, so it has both Irish and English in it in many of the versions. Of course, a lot of the American versions don't even say the shul-a-roon part. All right. Lovely old song. Johnny has gone for a soldier, otherwise known as Shul-a-roon. Go, my love. All right, what am I going to do next? Well, I'm going to talk a little bit more about San Patricio and La Jugarreta. So I was listening to a little bit of the Chieftains album about the St. Patrick's Brigade, and the very first song that came on, I think it was called something like La Iguana. And it featured Leela Downs, who's a wonderful singer who's lived both in Mexico and up in the Twin Cities area. And it just so happens that our friend Gabo, who works with La Jugarreta, is in charge of the fan club for Leela Downs and has met her and loves her music. So I thought that was kind of cool, that connection there. Another thing is that when we went down to Tepoztlan in 2011, I brought my fiddle and I got to play some Irish music with the organizer and founder of La Jugarreta's ex-husband, whose name I'm spacing on right now, but it was wonderful to do that. And I just want to give a shout out to Maria and Milena and Nubia and Pedro and Gabo and all those folks down there doing good work. I'm going to post something on my Facebook about their organization and a way to donate if you so choose. They do wonderful work. So I'm going to do a tune now that's basically a kind of showpiece for Irish pipers. As some of you probably know, the Irish don't generally play the Highland pipes, or Scottish pipes. That's the war pipes. Those are more from Scotland. Those are the ones that you're standing up and you're turning yourself beet red, blowing into this bellows, and they're basically made for outside. And of course, it's wonderful when there's a funeral and they do Amazing Grace, or etc. Not great for indoors, and a different sort of sound. The Irish have a totally different system called the uilleann pipes. Uilleann means elbow in Irish, and that's referred to because they don't blow into it. They have a bellows system, and they pump it with their elbow, and then on the bladder is on the other side to control the volume. So it uses both elbows. You have to play it sitting down. There's no way to do it otherwise. And then you have a chanter, which is the fingering, just like a recorder or a penny whistle. And then they also have drones, which are the extra notes that are off on the side that create chords or single notes to go along with the melody that make it sound amazing. It's very difficult to learn to play the pipes. I once heard a saying in Ireland. It says it takes you 21 years, 7 years learning, 7 years practicing, 7 years playing, and then you will be a piper. So this song is called The Ace and Deuce of Pipering, and like I said, it's kind of a showpiece For pipers, it's a set dance. I don't have it memorized, so I'm going to put up the music here. And I'm not a piper, but I will play the ace and deuce and pipering for you. The Ace and Deuce of Pipering, kind of a set dance, a showpiece for the skills of the Irish or Uilleann piper. Also, the sound of the Irish pipes is much quieter and melodic and mellow. It's not meant for outdoors and to lead an army into battle. It's a wonderful instrument to, when played in the right hands, just incredible to get to play with. Unfortunately, they're very, very difficult, not just to play, but to tune, especially when they're not in Ireland, where it's more humid and more moderate temperature because of the ocean. So people that play pipes in Madison have a great deal of trouble with central heating and the extremes in temperature and humidity that make the pipes very difficult to play. All right, so I have a song now, and it's a song that for a long, long time I would only do once a year because it felt like it was sort of a special song. It's a comical song, and it's I would just do it on St. Patrick's Day, but I've done it a few other times, and I've gotten to like it even better every time I sing it. It actually mentions a piper. In fact, the main character is a piper, and it mentions the chanter and drones. The chanter being the where you finger the notes, and the drones being the chord that you have on the pipes. All right, this is from the singing of Ian Robb up in Canada, and he wrote this song. I believe the tune is called the Limerick Rake, that he rewrote the words for, and it's called Champion at Driving 'Em Crazy. And Ian Robb played in a band called, I believe, Hang the Piper up in Canada. And I learned this way back in the early 80s from my friend Ellie in Ann Arbor. So, I am an old Irishman, Murphy's me name. I am a bold piper and fiddler of fame. On the squeeze box before, on the flute I'm the same. On the squeeze box there's none can be equal. I better start over, sorry. I am a bold Irishman, Murphy's me name. I am an old piper and fiddler of fame. On the squeeze box there's none can be equal. I fiddle for me breakfast and pipe for me tea. I play me old flute 25 hours a day. And I can't understand why so many folks say I'm a champion at driving 'em crazy. I once had a sweetheart so fair and divine. She said that she loved me, yet I thought she was mine. She was the shape of a fiddle and her hair was so fine. For bowstrings you'd sure find no better. I thought that our love would last, would endure. She asked me to kiss her, me answer was sure. And why not? It's good practice for my embouchure. I'm champion at driving 'em crazy. Well, this lass was persistent, and her efforts soon led to a room in a pub with a big double bed. And she said, do you know it is time we were wed? I said, is that a reel or a hornpipe? Well, I took off me clothes and then on the bed sat. She said, won't you whistle no longer than that? I said, what takes your fancy? Is it F or B flat? I'm champion at driving 'em crazy. Well, a little while later she says to me, Pat, I think that your whistling is a-making me fat. And a few months been over, she up and begat a wee feller, the image of me. Well, at 2 weeks of age, he could lilt a few tunes. In a month, he was bawdering and bantering and bones. Soon he'll be learning the chanter and drones. He'll be champion at driving 'em crazy. Well, my wife, she soon left me, and all in due course. For a musical cruelty, she got her divorce. And despite all our vows, and for better or worse, I'm left all alone with that baby. But he's Ireland's best piper by quite a long chalk, and his fiddling's that equalled from Sligo to Cork. And as soon as he learns how to walk and to talk, he'll be champion at driving 'em crazy. All right, there you go. Ian Robb's song, Champion at Driving 'Em Crazy, about a piper, fiddler, crazy person. All right, a musician, yeah. I'm going to finish off the day with a couple of reels. Just for historical reference, I wanted to point out that Cinco de Mayo was after the Mexican-American War. Mexican-American War was around 1850. It was 1862 when the Battle of Puebla that happened on Cinco de Mayo, where the Mexican forces defeated Napoleon III. And also it's a holiday that's mostly celebrated in the United States as opposed to Mexico, other than in Puebla. All right, let's see. I'm going to do 2 reels. The first one, I've always known it as Lafferty's, but it's also called the Glen of Aherlow, A-H-E-R-L-O-W. I'm not sure where that is. It was written by the great fiddle player Sean Ryan. And then the second one is called The Glass of Beer. So I started out the day with the mug of brown ale, and I'm ending the day with the glass of beer. So here we go. Thanks. I'll see you tomorrow after this. Do one more set of tunes.
Alejandro.
Yes. Alejandro was the person, Mexican friend that I got to play Irish music with. So here we go. Glen of Aherlow and the glass of beer, a couple of Irish reels. I really hope everyone's doing well. This is day 45. I'm going to keep going until Mother's Day, so there's just 5 more days, and that'll be day 50 of the Quarantine Irish Tunes. Glad you've been listening. I've been enjoying doing it, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Love you all, and music is something special. Okay, take care. Bye.